I like the fact that they're also coming to the table again with the same comp.
And I think that's something we'd love to keep touching back in on, is how does that adaptation work? Because their result was just exceptional in the past for Liquid here with this sort of composition. So we didn't get to see it having to be put to test. But for now we focus as Keiko under challenge and under threat. Going to be traded out effectively as paTiTek doesn't leave him to fight alone.
Yeah, strange for Keiko to commit there, but still gets the frag, and that's what he's been doing all season long.
paTiTek running the safe tech of just walking up the drone silently. Does get dealt with, but 3 of them remaining.
A re-clear here with the waylay.
Ooh, camo, this is nice. It's actually Nats to claim onto flyuh, and they've kind of re-engaged this fight, right? They were taking that space back, didn't even want to give the main on the way in.
It was a surprising timing, but this is waylay 101, and what I like from Liquid on this map is using that waylay reactively, taking the space back with that refract.
Glad you know what it's called. One of us is a professional here, and it is not me. sheydos now a 1v4, and you can already see it. I think we saw it on the X-ray for a second. Yeah, on the right, that little setup. Really hard to get past for him. Has to face it. He does. Camo farming up. Again, look, in some of their recent performances, those first map woes have been pretty rough for them. I think it's a very clear way to discuss it. I want to see these guys look... Oh my god, I've just seen one behind me. Oh my god, that was about it from sheydos, but they are still glancing towards that C side of the map.
Yeah, and Liquid weren't confident here, so free sight for KOI, it looks like. Gonna have all the time in the world to set up for this post plant.
Yeah. Liquid will be here quite quickly though, you noted it. It's kind of stacked towards B, but with a quick rotation through CT from 2 of them. Stall coming in as well, gonna deny the, I assume, plant on the first attempt of things. I'm curious to see what the next layers to this are. You've still got Camo sitting pretty with his util, who can go in denial. No pressure towards Waterfall either. Nothing to dissuade them from doing that. So Nats... Oh, look at this Cam as well. That is tasty, isn't it? Yeah, Camo going to find flyuh. And they're going to try and take the fight forward. 10 seconds, they kind of have to. paTiTek waiting. Has support as well through CT. Oh, KOI! This is a nightmare come true. Filu's down so low already. 47 HP ain't enough. Boombot there, maybe a little bit of a kit to play with. Spacing great from now. Liquid making it past the first hurdle of keeping everyone standing on this pressure building towards Mound. Filu, again, you've heard it, and now we will see it being invested. Rocket Pop, does it get used for any value here? Just going to be taking space with it. So in reality, at least going to be using it to claim that C site.
And hopefully now KOI do protect the plant this time. You can see they're looking towards that waterfall.
A little bit of a cancel there, because you did hear the deadlock ult coming in. And actually did manage to catch. Going to be denied at least his bigger reward here, but a battle breaks out. Liquid with the pre-take here. Fighting back in, and once again, stability not to be found for KOI. Down to just 1 here in a 1v3. soulcas has a lot to deliver on, and this is an incredibly hard situation. You're desperate for a pick. That's what you're after. You're really wanting something on your side, but you've got util still there with paTiTek investing it from the Teo. soulcas at least going to get the plant and the time on his side. But the challenge now coming through, soulcas has to isolate. Beautiful! Takes away Serial. Lost them a couple of seconds, and I'm looking at, I think his Keiko's down very low here, actually, already. Down very, very low. Speaking of low, Filu as well. HP dwindling, a little bit of a battle breaks out. This time they're willing to challenge on the C site, feeling there was enough stall. Not on top, but a beautiful shot from Filu. Going back for a bit more, KOI actually having a bit of battle on this. Keiko's battered and bruised at the start of this round. flyuh on the flank. We are seeing a better look here from KOI. Keiko going to have to try and do this. I don't think it's going to be happening. Keeping bodies around that. And just leaving that waylay in the hands of Camo to be locking down towards A, or at least one of the approaches, but this pathing through tree, it's allowing them to get pretty close here. Oh. Okay, well, that's Camo gone. Filu again using this to secure space. Wondering if it will find a player. paTiTek could be in trouble here. Yeah, he is. Caught off guard. Beautifully done by KOI. Applying it in the right way and securing this post plant now with solid number advantage. Still have soulcas's ult as well. Nats and Keiko joined by Serial. Now losing out. Nats have a world of trouble ahead of them, and Serial can't do much about it really. KOI starting to find a rhythm that works for them. Keiko, 1v4 is a lot to ask for here. You'd need a couple mistakes from KOI, which I hope they're not going to be making. Shot, but timing is starting to really run low, and the others can play to that time.
Should just be a save here. Liquid's economy is not good enough here for him to go for more, and the damage isn't worth it right now. I like this approach from KOI though, using the tree side. I was talking to you about this before, like teams have started re-clearing.
Got the right read, but there are bodies here. Serial and Nats both waiting, so this won't be easy. flyuh is going to be hindered from the way in, but he keeps his life. It's flyuh to find Serial. Nats on the trade out. Already captured there, going to be keeping one with him. Beautifully done by Nats, composed as they did try and flood towards the site. Oh, the cross is being dominated. Nats in control here, and time being a factor. It is a 3v2. soulcas and grubinho trying to work this one out. The ult going to be utilized as well at some point here. Nats again, just this then once again forces the hand through towards tree. We were happy to do this before.
Yeah, the problem this time is flyuh has Viper ult. So if Team Liquid aren't quick here to try and deny the A side of the map, and KOI are quick enough here to get that Viper ult down, it's going to be a very difficult situation for Liquid to deal with.
Is only him so far. Camo gonna be cautious, falls away towards top site, gives up the site. flyuh go walkabouts. This is a lot. That's 3 players. Reward is there. Nice follow up as well. Controls the space and the Viper ult in play as well. Here comes those lurks. Yeah, last time around we saw it being flyuh. soulcas looking for his timing. Don't know if he's going to get it because you can see this. Nats outdoes him. Late to the party, but fashionably late. Oh, Keiko! That's outrageous to find that in the dark. flyuh going to be kicking himself a little for that one, to be called out by the spam, but it's sheydos now in a 1v3. No util to bank on. Does well. Does so well. Very difficult for flyuh to work up here. Going to be forced off the angle by the Prowler. Hold on, pressure. We were complimenting these ults, and that's why. flyuh does it well. Takes the space away, but Camo gets it back. Plays in from blue room as Keiko. Rewarded on the angle as well. Overwhelmed in the end, but they've got control until then. Tipped away by Serial falling. The sight is not theirs. Nat's trying to thread the needle on the timing, but Camo barely alive. Been caught by the ult as well. They had to fall off from this. Really, what option does he have here? Operator on a retake. Just doesn't feel good.
No, and the economy's low. I don't mind if Camo's going to look for one. It looks like if he gets it, he'll commit, but should be saving if he gets nothing.
Yeah, there it is. I mean, he plays behind. Nats needs to try and play his life. Go, I don't know if he's getting. He is alive. That is quite surprising because KOI, well, they're knocking at the door here. soulcas, a challenge on his hands though. Paranoia, gonna force him. Oh! There's the scrim soulcas coming out to play. Camo backhanded. And now paTiTek becomes the kind of, I guess, big guy with the Guardian to play in. But Keiko is going to at least be able to pick up that Vandal, but they don't have that same access point, but they also don't have a plant yet.
Yeah, KOI have the gun advantage, but they feel very isolated right now.
Doesn't feel favorable. What a shot! Belting shot towards flyuh. Now they can be a little bit divided on this. It gets tricky. Grubinho now pressured, but he comes out on top. This is the tipping point. The scales firmly in hand of KOI.
Towards the C side of the map.
That's pretty telling as well. You've just seen some real committed utility.
The paranoia should be enough to, you know.
Oh, soulcas had to be quick.
Things up.
Yeah, had to get out of there. But it looks like Liquid are aware of that waterfall position that was the bane of KOI's existence initially.
I'm interested to see how they deal with it.
Well, they swing.
You can see.
Night and day, isn't it? Totally different in approach. It's going to put KOI on the back foot for a second. They have to kind of reconvene and gather themselves back up to take this space back.
Yeah, waylay lurk, not something I've seen before.
No.
Turret will spot though.
Yeah, it should do, but maybe in all the mayhem it could go not unnoticed, but unconsidered. paTiTek certainly wants his name in the ring of things. It is just going to be really grubinho and flyuh to fight back, and sadly for sheydos, he is locked out of here. Still got to go on this. paTiTek, you are a brave boy here. Oh, switching up to the 1 bullet in the ghost is brutal. And now into the post plant. What are you meant to do? You've got paTiTek's position. He's got his util back online here. Real versatility, yeah, and commitment. It's stunning. sheydos was just set up to fail, it felt like, really. That paranoia, perfect, everything good. And another brawl breaks out. It's Camo still fighting the good fight. grubinho, that felt a little too far cooked, but this is the bonus. They're willing to brawl out like this. That feels desperate to me. Oh. Well. Don't think this is going to go. Oh, Nats is going back. Nats, I don't know if we needed to go that far.
Uncharacteristic.
Yeah, that was a very un-Nats thing to do.
Yeah.
But
the refight, the
hard. flyuh up for the fight. He loses, and they lose a big piece of the puzzle there. Would have liked to see that maybe utilized in a different way, but early damage done. soulcas clean with it. paTiTek and Serial go down and the B side gets controlled. Grubinho re-establishing presence over towards Rubble. Every fight going their way.
Yeah, it was a nice, it was a little bait and switch Rubble distraction, but soulcas has done beautifully this round. Gonna be a difficult spot for Cats. Thoughts on Cats?
Swarm grenade out.
Okay, I don't think Fancy's well.
I'm not against it. I'd just like to see it do something. Now it's just Nats, so
Okay.
don't know if this is going to go well for him. soulcas looks like Camo going to be leading the charge, but flyuh unaffected by all of this, and no one seems to be aware. A massive gap in the approach there that seems to be well read, and once again soulcas is the one to hold this back. Liquid running into a brick wall.
Yeah, it's like they've never seen a Viper Orb before. Just, you know, can we go through this? Can we not? The answer is no, you cannot.
It's not Cats this time. Pats.
It's Pats, yes.
Now, Pats, huge fan of.
I'm not extending this one.
No?
No.
Afraid of.
Yes.
Got it.
Yep.
Presence found from CT, not a big surprise. Oh, big ult though, that could be quite nice. Filu, belter.
They've inserted the two players towards the middle of the map.
Don't know if Grubinho got spotted here. He's got the chance to be the end of this round, and it looks like he is. Does very well in this, but it will be traded back through. So now we're going to be seeing Liquid somehow tilting this back into their side. Keep in mind, Keiko and Nats only had the sheriffs, but now have the upgrades. Back on the rifles. The side control towards A is in. The pressure from B is there. The post plant could be tasty too with the util. sheydos denied. A way forward, held back. He was looking for any sort of avenue in, not to be.
Yeah, deadlock trips in the post as well. Going to be difficult to deal with.
Oh.
Killjoy ult is on the tables for soulcas, but I don't think there's enough time to maybe warrant using it.
Well,
he is going to go for it though.
Going for it. sheydos light on bullets, but hoping for the right time at least. This does clear through towards tree now. Serial going to be forced to go forward. Their patience.
Gelato inspired play.
paTiTek still going to be forging the path, and soulcas on the receiving end of this. They carry on here. A lot of stall coming in.
Yeah,
a lot of
have a lot of numbers now.
Yeah, they certainly do. But Serial knocking at the door, and he's just come off a brilliant round. What's he do with this one? They're just so close by as well. Oh, flyuh, where did that come from? Camo's just gone down. That was over towards tree. So, yeah, fancying their chances towards the B side. But it's not going to be subtle. sheydos should hear all of this.
Ults now from KOI though on this retake. The Filu's raise ult, sheydos fade ult do come into play.
Oh my god, Serial's pocket's playing though. Oh! flyuh, very nice. Checks on that. Maybe just feeling something was afoot. Nice try on the jump approach for the trade, but actually the spacing not quite right for soulcas. But the run and gun works out well. paTiTek goes down, and the numbers sit with KOI. Keiko couldn't hear it, but he knows it's happening. Has to go forward. Oh, it's stunning. sheydos, he's the one to keep it.
Bait, like, usually when you see the Odin spammer like this, it's... Oh no, never mind, it's not a bait at all.
Ooh, that was just tailor-made. Filu being escorted out the door.
Liquid read that like a book.
Damn, and they even got flyuh at the same time?
Yeah, paTiTek got a timing into C.
Takes a lot of damage for it, but he's still done so much. And spots out soulcas here. But he's been big man so far, soulcas, but he's going to have to respect the utility. paTiTek forging the path for the boys forward. Deadlock util on top just to secure him, put him back in his cage. And they've got the plant because of this.
Yeah, tough retake here for KOI. Not really much to work with at all. C's and a smoke. And Grubinho is the other side of the map still.
It's one of those happy rotations. The vintage reference that 4 people get, but soulcas stepping into the ring. It's Camo, gets cleared, but it's Keiko to hold it together, and Nats.
Liquid taking middle this early against the Vipers, great side.
Oh, belting shot as well, Nats.
But not so good on the ramp side.
No, so he's been found, but this crunch scares the life out of me here.
I do like KOI taking this B main space. This is something that we saw, but Fnatic doing a lot and having success with so far this split. Kind of, you isolate the split, taking this duel.
Serial, he's got so much on his plate, right? He does go down. Grubino's there to claim it, so that's exceptional for them in that 2v1. It looks like Keiko wants to find an answer back by pushing the extremity here. Nice for him. Doesn't need to overstay his welcome, but he wants to! And maybe that's why. Huge damage now, and Filu has to readjust his course. They know where the other two were initially. They'd seen them over towards main, and that cross is being watched. Kamo with a great shot, flyuh with better. It's all down now to, well, a 1v1. Kamo up against flyuh, who's low. His HP's only down on 10, and Kamo trying to toy with the timing here. The timing is on his side.
Bursting into B, and they've made a great call here because it's quite weak.
Grubinho, a lot on his plate here. It's so hard to hold from Pillar. Grubinho does get out in time. It looks like he has found some semblance of safety towards CT. But there's a lot of bodies here quickly for KOI.
Open plant here is big for the post-plant Team Liquid. This site is already quite difficult to retake for KOI. Having that open plant means that there could be relurks coming through.
Sticking around here though, you can see where Keiko is, you can see where paTiTek is. Ooh, little cubby to play from for Keiko, that is lovely. They are stalling him out. Unless they get something fast, they're not going to get anything at all. Keiko going to be forced out of his comfortable position. Nice from soulcas, nice from Filu. Perfect until Nats fights back, but Kamo gets funneling through these vents. Very much hoping for this A approach. And the extra body here, but can he hold what's coming his way? Yeah, sheydos opting against it, going to give up Heaven Control and maybe try and complement the cross. Does Grubinho get to live as well? Another question. A lot of pressure, but they have been able to kind of gap close towards it. Still staying alive here. The C's fantastic, but unconfirmed damage now. Grubinho still trying to find anywhere to go. Look at the amount of support coming in here. The util absolutely primed. soulcas, flyuh, and Filu behind the curve now. Full control in play. And that's his position, the slow lingering death that can creep up. Is there Kamo going to spot them all out? Does Nats fancy a go? Patience is normally the name of the game with him. It's gorgeous from Nats. And that should really be the round safe. I don't think paTiTek can get there in time. No, it should be Stinger. Everyone else kind of at least getting minimum bulldog flag. Taken again. This looks very similar. Pathing straight through vents. This time around, though, you can see that they have the additional, almost, I guess, default hold towards that deep B main space. You still obviously have Nats holding that back A space, and it just feels like the pendulum swing. You're looking at Nats now taking a lot of space on the other side. He's walking up towards A. We've got a battle breaking out towards the mail room. Filu trying to go walkabouts here, and he's been caught. soulcas that time, very heads up.
KOI ready with 3 people here.
But flyuh banged out by paTiTek. Little late on that one. Keiko already ahead of it. And Liquid making it past all the checks, all the hurdles. And just an awkward position for Grubinho. I love this ability to be so versatile in attack. Having this kind of 1-3-1, playing off those extremities, taking that map space. And then it felt like they lost out on that towards middle. Kamo, for the information, spots out one towards vents and spots out one towards heaven. And it looks like the standardized kind of Yoru approach here. And there's the crunch with the util. Grubinho, can you live? For now, has to fall away. Eyes turned towards heaven. Good information there as well. Very comprehensive. Now, lurk-wise, you're looking at obviously Nats. Post up towards mailroom. That is unforgivable at this point. Because it felt like there was some awareness as well from flyuh there, but soulcas just wanted to come back around. It feels a little bit short-sighted, but they're winning out on the gunfights here. flyuh this time takes away a couple more. Keiko called upon. 1-for-1 trade not enough, but Kamo!
That's cover going out. It's an overcoat.
It feels like it, but this contact hit might have worked, at least for the find on flyuh, but Grubino's able to control. How's he losing that one? I thought that was his every day of the week. This feels really disjointed, but it's actually rewarded Liquid. Just kind of contacting in off the back of the drop of the Viper's Pit feels bizarre, but just the element of surprise enough. And now sheydos and soulcas both have ults, but is this the time to use them? Let's see. Kamo drifting in no man's land.
paTiTek's on the biggest flank ever.
Yeah, what
He's
is
already
this?
close.
They
thought
about that? I don't know. I mean, there was maybe a
CT
prowler.
pusher,
Yeah, that is wild. Serial now. Pressure's on. 1v2. They're already out. They're already on site. Oh my god.
Work out where to go. Where's going to be weak.
Feels good on this angle as well. It was cleared by Kamo, but it felt a little after the fact there. So they've won out on at least the A extremity, so it feels very directed towards B now. So Grubino's going to be prepared.
Cover going out.
Reinvesting and reinforcing the smoke towards B main has the help as well. I believe it's sheydos on the site, yeah, but that's not to be dissuaded by a Viper's Pit, apparently.
He's found a little corner. He'll take that timing after this beat.
Oh my god. Oh, Grubinho, that feels awful. But sheydos is there. We noted it earlier. He was in support from the back of pillar. Stalls out the time.
Though.
Buys a little bit more time. Flyuh, the patience paying off. Takes away Nats now just down to paTiTek. And that's just like a half bite-ish anyway. Puts him down to 900. But
that's not
Grubinho, what are we up to? The paint shell. Oh, Grubinho. The tag was just, it felt like the death sentence, and now the investment of the ult on top. Just, it keeps the site secure for a while. It would be a blind post in the end, but still. Liquid will love this. That's a plant. It's going to take some time, and soulcas is going to invest. Do we get the pre-take going at the same time? Trying to get that crunch coming in. Liquid trying to stabilize. Hold this down for a second. Camo forced forward. You can see the util here. It's not in sort of complementary positions, though. They've got a decent amount of space now. Keiko spots out 2 here. And he's one of the ones with that Phantom.
Buying time for Nats here.
You can see the paranoia down middle. They're already checking on it too. flyuh has a look there, but he doesn't find his target. Nats does find his. And away we go. The pressure now on top. Nats just needs to stay alive, really. He's a nuisance. He's that thorn in the side, and it's lethal as well. Take it down, soulcas putting flyuh in a very starting to dwindle, and Liquid looking to lock in here. Focus up. They invest the ults, they get the information, and away they go. Camo, so clean. That time outdone. sheydos rolling back the years. Catching 3 on the push-up. Now they gotta respond. Keiko and Serial gonna be pretty far off from this. KOI, we asked them to dig deep, give us a round to believe in, and maybe they just found one. flyuh, don't do this on your own. Please don't lose this. Oh my god, oh my god! Other than beautiful for now. Very direct towards A here, though. No taking any detours, no pressure down middle. It's all towards the A side. A little bit of, oh my gosh, the spam.
Damage.
Yeah, Paddy, unconfirmed obviously towards Grubinho, but...
soulcas and grubinho low this round. Softened up for the
soulcas. I didn't even see that. 15 HP. How long's he got on the util? I'm not too sure. But again, he's playing very passive. Probably just playing for those salvos, if anything. But already the pressure sign him out. The Prowler sent towards the pillar. They do need to start building towards the site now. On. Gotta go off some of this util. Gotta go eventually. Oh, first step. Kicks in the door. paTiTek laying the pathway forward. Keiko, follow up. Nice. Filu on the fight back. It's soulcas finally gets his util on. But it's a lot on his plate now. Oh! He's got the util, but he's got to send it now. Timing. Oh, nice try, but... He's going to start ringing the alarm bell, though. Players on the way. He's not alone, but Filu going to take over towards the backside. Look for the drop down and spots 1. Serial going to try and readjust towards the front. Really nice readjustment there from him. But now chaos kicks off. Nats in unison with Keiko, keeping things on their side. Filu left in a 1v2. Filu brings it down to a 1v1. Camo's only got a judge. This is tricky now. 50 seconds.
I got the spike.
Get a plant. Camo opting for the pistol. It looks like silently closing the gap and a big upgrade. Flash in.
Planted.
Falls away. Filu unawares. Gets out of danger. But Camo in those last games, those losses that KOI suffered. Is this where it starts and ends? flyuh already.
Handle this.
But gonna get it for free anyway, potentially, unless Liquid decide to flood in.
Stalled again, though, up from heaven. The util coming in. Nat's gonna make it difficult. Eagle Eyes trained, and Grubinho light work towards Serial this time. But Nat's still with a shot. They're just pulling bodies away. So they're gonna try and be proactive here, KOI.
Yeah, need to do something in this disadvantage situation.
Quite like it. Conceptually solid. The necessity cannot be stressed enough, and sheydos can't really fall here. They can't invest their utility. They have to wait, and it has to be everything at this point. A 1-for-1 trade, not enough. Grubinho, are you still in this fight? A 2v2, they've won out on the site. They can accelerate towards you, or they can hold him back. Keiko waiting. He's got the ult there, buying time as the defuse comes in. Grubinho can only watch.
The fade and the raise.
What have you got? Hello. sheydos. I know what you're up to, Nats. All too familiar with your ways. But that's a pick. They're at 35 seconds. They still need to decide where to go with this.
Yeah, Team Liquid, they do have 2 players towards the A side, but they're more than comfortable to play these retakes. They're probably going to have to.
Have paTiTek falling all the way off the camo. He's up for the challenge. He's again in the fight here. Going to pop the ult just to get away safely, really. Keep control on what's happening now. Plant's going to come down, but we're in a 4v4. Keiko taking the route back through vents. Oh my god, and flyuh going to find camo. Hold on. But Keiko's got a little bit of timing on this. They're mostly on the site now. Still tough to clear with the player disadvantage. 4 up to the good here for KOI. A chance to survive, to extend play a little. Keiko goes down. paTiTek and Serial should be outdone, but maybe not. paTiTek in a 1v2. It would be miraculous. And it would be unlikely, but a nice flyuh. Gonna be heads ringing around. Keiko doesn't win that fight. Oh my god. paTiTek shouldn't have won that one either. No, Keiko didn't win that fight on the other side. sheydos is going to get his number, so that was the push out towards B, but paTiTek, free low up.
Team Liquid in a decent-ish position.
Zero's only got the Sheriff, so I guess on contact, pops the ult.
Yeah, and Serial's got 3 stars now. In front of this B main.
A bit of a trade out. They're going to run low on time here though, 30 seconds. And there's bodies on the site. I'm getting nervous. That's fine. Again, Zero can take risks here. And Nats gets the reward. Punishing the cross. You'll not be meant to be the one to get to. flyuh was the one who got the damage early on, down to 2 HP. This would be heroics. He's got 10 seconds.
10 seconds
He has to face his fate here, as this one looks done for. And it is.